So how much money can I make doing a side hustle like Uber Eats or DoorDash? Do I have enough time to really do this? And is it really worthwhile in my city? Well, I'm gonna answer all those common questions and give you some tips that'll maximize your time on the road. Welcome to the channel. My name is Matt. I am Mike's twin brother. I am a part of the You're a Driver Mike team. On this channel, we give you in-the-field content and tips and tricks to make sure you maximize your time on the road on your favorite side hustle. So today is going to be a little bit of a Q&A. So I've seen a lot of your comments in the comments section below. And if you have more questions after this video, put them in the comments and I will get back to you. But a lot of people have said, is this really worth it in my marketplace? And what I would say is, well, you don't know until you try. So if you're not already approved on Uber Eats or DoorDash or Grubhub, how will you know the potential for your marketplace? Now, on this channel, I have seen that maybe over an entire weekend of driving 8 hours or multiple days, I've averaged around $25 per hour, and there's certain days where I've made over $50 an hour. Now, of course, there's a lot of strategies that go into that, and we're gonna talk about that, so stick around for those tips. But if you're in a small town, let's start with that first. So maybe you have less choices. Maybe only Uber Eats or even Grubhub is available. You don't have a lot of choices. Well, to maximize your time on the road, you wanna try different apps. So if there's 2 apps available, let's just say it's Uber Eats and DoorDash to keep it simple, go online and number 1, see how long it takes you to get an order. So if the popularity is there, meaning there's a lot of food requests, then you could be only waiting a minute or 2 in between requests. Now, if there's not a lot of users ordering food in that area, but you're still approved as a driver, you may be waiting 5, 10, 15 minutes or more. And then I would recommend trying another app like DoorDash or Grubhub. If you are in that small town, sign up for as many as you possibly can, because one of them is gonna be a leader in your marketplace and you're not going to wait long to get those big orders. So what do you do if you're in a city? Well, you're gonna have more competition. So that is especially important to get on the road and try different apps. So again, if you're in a big city, or for me, I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, there's a lot more what I've been seeing Uber Eats drivers. So I've had longer wait times, I've had smaller order requests, because all of those orders are being snatched up by other drivers. However, it's really important if you're in a larger area to try multiple apps as well, because in my area of Pittsburgh, they are in more need of DoorDash drivers. And I know this because I constantly get requests for DoorDash, while in the same period of time, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for Uber Eats. So I just know DoorDash is going to give me more requests, so I make sure to choose whichever one is more busy on that given day. You know, Matt, that sounds great, but I don't have a lot of time. I have a full-time job. Maybe I'm a single parent. I'm just trying to do this temporarily. I can't do this full-time. $25 an hour sounds great, but how much time does it really take to make that money? So you will be pleasantly surprised to know that I am a full-time worker as well, and Uber Eats and DoorDash is my side hustle. So the good thing is, it doesn't matter how much time you have. Even if it's an hour every other week, maybe you have an entire weekend free, you can go online and go offline whenever you want on any app. That's right, on DoorDash, on Grubhub, on Uber Eats, you can go online through their online platform. You click a button and you're automatically accepting orders. The same is true of canceling or going offline. You can go offline whenever you want. So those small orders, or those days where you only make, let's say, $40, it really adds up. In a previous video, I made $38 during 1 hour after work. Well, if I did that over 20 days, I make over $760 in a month. So consistency is key. So if you don't have enough time or a lot of time, don't worry about it. You're in a same boat with a lot of other people. You don't have to drive full time. You can make plenty of money. So now the big question, how much money can I make? So even if I'm driving for an hour or if I'm driving an entire weekend, Matt, how much can I make? That's the big question. Well, I'll give you a very short answer, and then we're gonna give you some tips on how to increase that dollar per hour. You're gonna make between $20 and $25 with $30 per hour not being an unreasonable amount. And here's how you do it. Here's how you maximize your time on the road. On this channel and on Your Driver Mike channel, we recommend that you multi-app. And all that means is you go online while you're waiting for those orders and you open multiple apps at the same time. So again, this is when you're waiting for that food delivery order. You go online for Uber Eats and you also go online with DoorDash. Again, this is multi-apping. And what that will do is give you more requests because you will see Uber Eats requests, you will see DoorDash, Grubhub, and you choose the one that's best for you. And all that means is how much is the most order paying me? I want the largest order for the lowest miles. And that's a realistic number, $25 to $30 an hour. I myself have seen that very consistently. Okay, so I have enough time. I know how much money I'm going to make, but how difficult is it? What are some of the learning curves? What can I expect on a daily basis? So surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, it's very simple. So here's how it works. Now, different apps, Uber Eats, DoorDash, have different platforms, right? But the overall theme is the same. You go online, you get requests coming into your phone, and it'll show you the beginning location, the restaurant, and the ending location, the customer. And based on how much it is paying you, there will be a preview. So it'll show you, okay, this ride will pay you $8. Now that doesn't mean that the order is $8. That means you're gonna make $8. So from there, based on how far on the map or how far in mileage you're going to drive, you decide if you're going to either accept or decline. And from there, you just navigate to the restaurant, pick up the order, and then navigate to the customer and drop off the order. Now, typically, you're going to either hand the delivery to the customer or you're going to take a picture of where you left the delivery, typically at their front door. So all in all, it's pretty simple. You complete those tasks, you follow the instructions, and then you complete the order. So we're also gonna give you some things to be aware of, some maybe not so positive things, because I wanna give you both sides of the story. So some things that you may experience, long wait times. So you get to the restaurant and you have the name of the customer, but the order is not ready yet. So these apps have a button that you can select that says the order is not ready yet. Now we'll walk through the entire process of how to do that in other videos. I would check out Your Driver Mike, my brother's channel, to look at that process in more detail. But just know, wait times are something that you may occasionally deal with. So I think it goes without saying, you'll be doing a lot of walking, so make sure to bring comfortable shoes. You could deal with a lot of traffic. So if you are unaware of your marketplace, it's really good to know those shortcuts, if you will, but for the most part, the apps make it very easy. Whenever you click navigate, it will take you the fastest route, but a little bit of traffic and some wait times, pretty much the worst that you're gonna have to deal with. So another really important question that I really want you to know, and this is important, when's the best time to drive? Is it during the week? Is it after dinner? When is the best time to drive so you're making the most money in the shortest amount of time? Well, the good thing is, and this varies from marketplace to marketplace, so I definitely would encourage you to get out there and just start driving. It's really any time. And that's exactly why we recommend you using multiple apps, because it might be slow on Uber Eats, but really busy on DoorDash. You really just don't know. Of course, the dinner rush, anytime after 5 o'clock during the week, is a very busy time. And here in Pittsburgh, I've typically seen that last all the way up through 8:30 or 9 p.m. The weekends are a really busy time as well. And keep this in mind, this is also important. The weather can play a big factor in how many orders you get, because if it's really rainy or when it's really snowy in the winter, not as many people are going to go out and pick up those orders in person. So that's going to give you a lot more requests coming in. The good thing is it's very consistent as long as you are, again, multi-apping or driving on multiple apps at the same time. If your day is slow, it's probably because you're using maybe one app. So again, if your day is a little bit slow, try opening another app or joining another app, because depending on your marketplace, it actually might be busier to drive on another app. So are there any secrets? Are there any tips that can maximize the dollar that I make in the shortest amount of time? Well, actually there is. Some drivers are unaware or don't focus on the quests and the bonuses. So Uber Eats has quests and DoorDash has bonuses. Essentially, these are incentives. So maybe during one particular weekend, they will give you hundreds of dollars more for driving a certain amount of deliveries. Now, actually, I'll give you an example here of a quest on this weekend. So during this time of the video, during this weekend, if you drive X amount, so 60 trips or 70 trips, they're giving you hundreds and hundreds of extra dollars, and that averages out to be around $5 to $7 more per trip. Now, of course, it's going to require that you drive all of these trips, but it's not always this high. So sometimes you only have to drive 20 rides. Again, these are the bonuses and the quests that can maximize your time on the road because you're out there driving anyway. And then you can tack on these bonuses. So keep an eye out for those bonuses because that can really increase your earnings in a very short amount of time. So I want to hear some of your questions. If you're new as a driver or if you're considering this, what are some of the questions that you have? Put them in the comment section below. If you like this content, make sure to drop a like. And again, my name is Matt. I am Mike's twin brother. I am a part of the Your Driver Mike team. Subscribe to my channel so you can see all the future videos that are meant to help you maximize your time on the road. And we'll see you in the next one.